Our oldest son, Robert, age 24, was exercising to become a Navy SEAL in 2010. Exhausted, he drowned at our neighborhood community pool. Taken to the hospital, his heart was restarted, and he was still comatose. The hospital ran, we were told, a superficial test, and the doctor immediately said he will not make it, even while his heart was beating and other tests were not done. He was alive. Over the next few days, he began to breathe over the ventilator when we cheered him on. This was a sign the hospital said was needed to show that he was recovering. So beyond the horrific muzzle on a family's input on the life of a loved one, I want to take a moment and illustrate the additional oppressive nature that exists with the law and why it must be changed. Senate Bill 917 will mercifully keep hospitals from bullying patients with 10 days to transfer their ill family member. I was told to open the phone book. They would not help us in any way. We learned later the hospital staff, and this is the culture that can be created when money and organs are the pursuit. And that's not just that unique, because they're in competition, some of these hospitals, for organ donations. We learned later that the hospital staff forged my initials and signature upon arrival to donate our son Bob's organs. Soon after, the Kingwood Hospital won a national prize for most organ donations. The current law can foster a money-minded death culture. He was removed from the room for a, quote, test, we were told, and came back with a lower back skin shear. He was only there for 2 weeks. There's no way he would have a bed sore in his condition with his physique. He came back with a skin shear. A nurse confided to us they did that to hasten his demise because doing that he would not heal in the bed. The wound became larger. We ended up moving him home. The wound became about 5 inches and about an inch deep all the way to his spine, where we were cleaning him up and putting, I have a large family. My wife and I have 14 children. He's our oldest son. We took care of Robert ourselves. Fortunately, we have a large family. We could take care of him 24/7. But in the hospital, they stopped feeding him 2 weeks after 2 weeks, or for 2 weeks, and we didn't know it. The hospital called us in to get there quick. Our son was coding, we were told. We got there. There was no coding or change in his condition at all. They lied to get us there quick. Again, I'm trying to convey to you the culture that can be created with a law that allows people to have 100% say over others' lives. They lied to get us there quick. They handed me a 10-day notice, and I quote, "You've got 10 days to get him out of here." We were forced to take Bob home, where we took care of him with no medical experience. He had a peg tube, catheter, and a trach. He lived another 3 months. Bob coded at home and died at a different hospital. So I'd like to direct your attention to what the real torture is with regard to this bill. It's the moral stress that's being overlooked in this conversation when a family with a loved one in ICU is pushed aside, totally muted, and are told they have no say whatsoever. I was told this before an ethics meeting. I have no say, and I'm not allowed to speak, where the decision was being made to pull the plug on my son and kill him. He was getting better. He was breathing over. We would talk to him, and he would have a tear in his eye. Any input we had in the meeting would be meaningless. I ask you all, it's time to stop the talking. It's time to face this stupid, damaging bill and get this modified so that people can have a say in their loved ones' lives. Please vote for SB 917. You can stop Texas from being America's leading killer of ICU patients. Thank you.